I'm welcoming you today to this United Nations International Day of Peace, which is being celebrated all over the world. Can you hear my voice back there? Good, good. We join with like-minded people all over the world on this special United Nations Day of Peace to build peace in whatever way is workable in a world that is too overcome with war and violence. We work for understanding and compassion for those who suffer. We work locally and internationally to bring peace and reconciliation to the world. We have several presenters today. First of all, I'd like to welcome Councillor Ben Henderson to bring greetings and the proclamation on behalf of the City of Edmonton. Ben?
Thank you. I'm delighted to. There we go. I'm delighted to be able to bring greetings and to read the proclamation again this year. This seems like such a brighter day than when we did it last year. It seems like a bright and hopeful day. Although I was sort of thinking about what's happened in what feels like it's happening in the world in the time in between, and it doesn't feel like it is necessarily more hopeful than where it was, where we were this time last year. I'm very aware, though, that we're truly blessed here. That a lot of the things that we think about in terms of peace, that I was trying to think if in any of our memories, any of our historical memories, we'd ever had conflict on these lands, and I don't think we have. I think we've been remarkably lucky in this area. I mean, I think to the east of us in Batoche and places like that, clearly wars were fought or rebellions were fought. But in Edmonton, I think we've been remarkably lucky. We have got engaged in, as a testament to the memorial behind us. Many have gone off and fought in other wars, but we've been remarkably safe from strife and turmoil here, which is a blessed thing to have. But I'm very aware of what's happening elsewhere, and I think we have to keep our efforts to try and be able to spread what we've been so lucky to have here to other parts of the world. So that having been said, I'll read the proclamation. Whereas the International Day of Peace was established in 1981 to strengthen the ideals of peace among all nations and people, and whereas in 2001 the United Nations declared the International Day of Peace to include the call for global ceasefire and non-violence, and whereas the International Day of Peace is commemorated through education and public awareness on issues related to peace, and whereas Edmonton supports the observance of the International Day of Peace to foster cooperation between individuals, organizations, and nations, therefore I, on behalf of Mayor Stephen Mandel, which is probably I won't be able to do much longer, and I know he always says, and on behalf of the citizens of Edmonton, do hereby proclaim September 21st, 2013, International Day of Peace in Edmonton, Alberta's capital city. This way. There we go. Okay.
Thank you. Very much, Ben. Now we'll ask Nasim Kherani, who is the president of the Edmonton Interfaith Centre, to say a few words.
Good afternoon to all. Can you hear me? Yeah? Councillor Ben Anderson, Reverend Audrey Brooks, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Edmonton Interfaith Centre, I would like to welcome you all and thank you for attending this event this afternoon. By creating the International Day of Peace, the UN has devoted itself to worldwide peace and encouraged people to work in cooperation for this goal. A symbol of peace, peace dove flying with an olive branch, is featured for this day. In Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, a white dove is generally a sign for peace. The dove can also represent hope for peace, or a peace offering from one person to another. On this special day of peace, let us all pray that peace be implemented in all the countries where there is political instability. On a personal note, my mother-in-law, at the age of 73, had to leave Uganda as a refugee and graciously welcomed in Edmonton, was never able to get over the trauma she faced until her last breath in this world. So can you imagine what is to happen to these children in these devastating lands who are presently growing through this trauma? Sincerely yours, Nasim. Thank you.